Good morning, number 6.
I will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, briefed, debriefed, or numbered. My life is my own. I am not a number, I am a free man! And in case you're wondering, yeah, this is, it's like a uniform. You know when you go to a gig and you got to put the t-shirt on, you're going to Portmeirion, you've got to have the number 6 badge. I am so looking forward to today. Gentlemen. Good morning, number 6. I stayed here 18 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's changed a little bit, yeah? So how come you're number 18? How does that work?
So each buggy is just numbered, so it goes up like by 6. So we have 6, 12, 18, 24 for all 4 electric buggies. I don't know why they're numbered like that.
So is this specifically your set of wheels, is it?
Well, it's not specifically mine, it's just first come first. So.
Okay, so you're not number 18 then?
No.
What number are you?
I don't know, I haven't been given one yet.
Can't be that important then.
Nah.
You busy right now?
Yeah, it's not too bad. There's quite a bit of people checking in and out.
More so at weekends, I'd imagine, yeah?
Mondays and Fridays are the busiest days for check-ins, really.
Really? Mondays?
Yeah.
There's me.
Like a lot of the cottages either check in or out on Monday or Friday, so.
It's me thinking it'd be nice and quiet today.
Well, all the day visitors will all be gone by 5:30, so the village is yours to walk around as freely as you please.
Excellent.
But all the shops and cafes obviously shut at the same time as 5:30, but reopen at 9:30 the next morning.
Right.
So.
And what does it cost to get in here now? Do you know?
I think it's about £20.
Really?
I think. I'm not too sure.
You know how many people work here?
Too many to count, really.
Really?
Yeah, I can't even remember how many there are in my department, never mind anyone else. A good amount of people though. All a lovely bunch of people as well.
Locals, obviously.
Most of them are, yeah. I didn't expect as many of them to be as local.
Yeah, he waved at you, nice. Oh, is this it?
Yeah, so just through this way.
Oh, that's quick. Oh.
Just want to scan the key card over the black part of the door handle.
Okay, guys and girls, this is it. I am in the village, official. So, take a looky out there. Ain't that the business? Isn't that the bit? Does this open? I doubt this opens. Oh my God. Oh, hello. I don't do loo reviews, but I do bedroom reviews. And take a look at the neighbours. Want to see the definition of a happy bunny? This is it. So a full tour is going to follow, but I'm going to head down to the hotel, the main hotel area, and not my my apartment in the village. And they've got towels down there. I'm going to take a swim. The pool is heated here. Haven't got too long to enjoy it. Now the general public is still in Portmeirion. They leave at 5:30, and after that I have full access to the place by myself. So tonight we are going to own it, and that means tonight we're going to do the full guided tour. And it's going to be good. So quirky, I love it. Catch you soon. And the tide is out. Now that means the ship down there is actually stranded, isn't it? Because it can't sail. Well, I've got some news for you. The ship is made of stone and it never goes anywhere. Oh, there's my swimming pool. That's where I'm headed next. And that is heated. Oh yeah. It's not too bad, is it? Oh, hello. So there's the hotel, and they're going to give me some towels, and tomorrow morning I am going to take my breakfast. In fact, tonight I think I'm going to have a bite to eat. Hell yeah. You remember them from the 1970s? Space 1999? Yeah. I can't remember what number 2 sat in one of these, but it was one of the number 2s, and this is not easy to get out of. Ugh. There it is. I'm not a number. I'm a drenched man. Good morning, number 6. So Portmeirion has a castle, and I've come to the castle for dinner. I did originally go to the hotel. Highly recommended. And on the wall, more plates, awards, trophies, plaques you could get to mention. But the menu, fine dining at its finest probably. It wasn't the fact it was very expensive, and it was very expensive. I just didn't fancy anything. But thankfully they've got a castle, and in this castle behind me they have a different type of menu. So dinner for me, it's in a castle. Can't be bad, can it? So dinner was fantastic, and it wasn't too pricey. And instead of taking the taxi home, the little buggy, no, I'm going to walk back home, and I'm going to marvel at these flowers because they're absolutely gorgeous and they're everywhere. Really impressive. There's the castle up there. That's where dinner took place. And it got very busy. Good service, good value, nice food. Yeah, I'd recommend that one. Wow. Incredible. Oh wow, there it is. That is it. Number 6's house. Let's come back to that. For now, let's just have a look at this. And the chessboard. Iconic. Absolutely iconic. Well guys, I was on my way back to my room. I am on my way back to my room, but I couldn't. Behind me is where the prisoner lived. Patrick McGoohan, number 6, lived here. Now I better explain a bit more about the prisoner. So it's a 19... Oh, look at it, doesn't it look good? Actually, there used to be a door in the side of that. That was his house. The door got filled in a number of years ago, I understand. But it's now a gift shop. But it is something else, isn't it? This entire place has me mesmerised. I'm going to get up early tomorrow. I'm determined to be up at 6, 7 in the morning, have a proper old scout around. But getting back to the prisoner, so Patrick McGoohan, a very famous actor in the time, turned down the role of James Bond, and his last big movie was actually in... Was he in Braveheart? He was. He was in Braveheart. Yeah, he was the king. That was Patrick McGoohan. He was also in a film called Station Zebra and a lot of other things at the time. But The Prisoner was his Danger Man. So he made Danger Man, which was about a secret agent. And someone said to him at a party, well, what do agents do when they retire? And that got him to thinking. And so he came up with the concept of The Prisoner. So basically, when he retired, and he wouldn't explain why he was leaving his role as an agent, he got put here. And you couldn't escape. Listen, you've got to check it out. Get yourself onto YouTube. Just do yourself a favour. Buy the set. Buy the DVDs. and you'll be mesmerised. They have a prisoner convention here every year. I think it's in April. I've yet to come to one, but it's very much on the list. Anyway, for now, enjoy a few more of the sights and sounds, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. In the mid-1990s, I spent some time in Waco in Texas, and you're going to think David Koresh, the Branch Davidians, etc. Well, funnily enough, where I stayed and lived for a short while was a ranch which backed onto David Koresh's compound. It was 1 year after all that nonsense went down, but I made a really, really good friend called David Hayes in Waco, Texas. And guess what? An absolute nut for the prisoner. Yeah, he had travelled all the way from Texas to here to pay homage to the place, and he couldn't get enough of it. And around his property were pictures and memorabilia from Portmeirion. It really is iconic, but it's probably a shame that it's associated so much with the prisoner, because it really is a work of art. And I think the guy that built this place just had a vision, and obviously he could afford to do it. But you know, when you hear that expression, mad genius, I really think he must have been a mad genius. I had a good innings, by the way. I just checked him out earlier on. He lived until he was well into his 90s, and that's no mean feat, because so few people make that kind of innings this day and age. So something to be dead for being a bit of a nutter. Now, the chessboard below, check again, the prisoner. This, what I'm stood on, has had some great actors sitting on it. And in my own house, I have lots of pictures of this chessboard here. Okay guys, join me again in the morning. Final time I'm going to say that. I hope I can sleep. Breakfast is 9:45. I will be well exercised before that. And those beers they do here, the number one, yeah, it's good stuff. I'm going to take a few of those home with me. Sleep tight for now. Good morning. It's 6:20 a.m. I didn't make sunrise. I kind of got my times confused, but to be honest, I am absolutely cream crackered. So I don't think it would have been a good idea to get up any earlier. To be honest, my eyes are struggling to stay open, but I'm sure in a few minutes, and particularly wearing a t-shirt when it's only about 12 degrees, I am going to wake up quite nicely. So, tour is going to start off Portmeirion, and we have it to ourselves. Where do we start? Well, let's start at the entrance, shall we? So let's just start with the main entrance, which is very unspectacular. But as soon as you get yourself in here, loads of number 6 symbols. Number 6 was the prisoner's number, and that is the significance of that. So the first thing you're going to find in Portmeirion is nothing is like it seems, and that is the theme of the prisoner. I thought that was made of cardboard, it's made of iron. You've got to explore, because at first glance, nothing's like it seems. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be in Portmeirion, I cannot tell you. Okay, we're in and walking towards the main archway. I'm not certain if that is privately owned and residential. I suggest it's not. I think that can be rented. And straight away, it's Italian, isn't it? It's an Italian villa. And here is the main archway. There's a coat of arms above the door there. I don't know who or what that refers to. Second archway. I've only just gone through the door, 2 arches already. Impressive, but I think that is all the more impressive. So that is an estuary. It's not a river. That does see rising tides. But I spotted just over here, underneath that tree, can you see there? It's a viewing area. That's where I'm going to head. I think if we were skiing, we'd say I've gone off piste. Oh wow, what are these things? Gorgeous. So much amazing flora here. Things you just don't see anywhere else. Oh, here we go. Idyllic. And there's the view, and that is the view. So it's currently about 6:30 in the morning. I'm going to be down there at 9:45 for my breakfast. That is the main village with its stone boat and its hotel. I love the silence. You can't buy this. Morning guys, morning. How are you? Good. What did you get up to this morning? I walked around the prisoner village. Now, it makes perfect sense to me, but when you have these random conversations with people on the ferry, like I do on the way home this evening, you do sound a little odd. Then again, do you really care? If you're all the same, life would be boring, wouldn't it? It would indeed. Okay, let's take a spin. Why don't we head up that one? I think we're just coming out the side. So all of these can be hired and rented. You can stay up there. The quirkiest hotel in the British Isles, surely. I mean, just short of glamping in a London taxi on the wacky stakes, it has to be right up there. I love the way Sir Clough William Ellis, the person who owned and built this over the course of 50 years, starting in 1925, has utilised the rock and just decided, hey, build on it and build around it, but we do not need to blow it up and take it away. The weird and wacky space that man must have lived in. I still want to ring that bell. Current time 6:42, probably not a good idea. So I note there's now 2 gift shops here. I may have mentioned my first visit was 18 or 19 years ago, and I was quite amazed that it was so run down, but it's had a fresh lick of paint and the room is gorgeous, far better condition than what it once was. In fact, that too might be that's a cafe, isn't it? Yeah, that's a cafe. Again, more accommodations. I can't raise my voice because people could be up there sleeping. Okay, so this one's a gallery. Public are allowed in from, there's more of those rocks being incorporated. Like, they're not going to go anywhere, are they? Perfect foundations. There's the shop. So 9:30 in the morning, the public will be allowed to come in. I did notice, looking through the window last night, there is Patrick himself. I hope you can see. No, you can't. Yes, you can. There you go. Life size, Patrick McGoohan. Now, it was one of these I stayed in last time I was here. I'm going to take a little dodge through that gateway there. If it's not open, we're going to open it. And let's see if we can get up that bell tower. That would be good fun. Unfortunately, while there are windows and bells and ladders and everything to indicate you can go up it, I think that window's a bit of a giveaway. I think it's attached to this property here. And to attempt to climb up, we would need to go through this door here, and that is a lodging. So sadly that's not happening. Hold up beforehand. Let's get up to that one. Possibly one of the best shots of the village yet. At 6:30 in the morning. There's no respect. No respect. Well, normally, as I compete with a supersized seagull, I swear by Wikipedia, but on this occasion I don't, just going through what they've got to say. Portmeirion has been a location for music videos and concerts. Altered Images used Portmeirion for the video See Those Eyes. Susie and the Banshees used Portmeirion as a setting for the 1987 recording of The Passenger for the Laughing Prisoner spoof. There's a lot more. Supergrass. We are young, we are free. I'm going to be right with copyright, aren't I? Was filmed down there on the beach, and Iron Maiden wrote an entire song about The Prisoner, and Bruce Dickinson come here to promote it and made some video shots himself. And you do see a few scenes of McGoohan giving it large, chased by Rover. Now, what is Rover? He's not a dog, he's a huge, what was a weather balloon, a huge white bull who chases people down, and if they try to escape, will return them to the village. That's Rover. Thankfully, I've not seen Rover this morning. I think I'm going to be okay. And just one thing to mention, while things have been untouched for years and years, and that chessboard was only installed in 2016. Now, in the Prisoner series, there was a chessboard in that spot, that place, and it was not pieces but human beings that were being used as the pawns in the game. But yeah, that there is coming up for his 10th birthday. It's the only thing that I can find, see, think of that has been changed down the years. Now, I've just noticed something up here. How do I get up to that one? That would be cool. Okay, down we go. What's in this one? Oh, I missed that. How did I miss you? So that was interesting. I just bumped into a Prisoner fan here at 7 AM, and he was thoroughly recommending the Prisoner weekend. It's the end of April in 2026 apparently. He said it's a lot of fun. The shows, there's demonstrations, there's nutcase people all over the place. I think I'd fit right in. Okay, across the chessboard. Now, one other thing on my previous visits is Lotus 7s, or what become caterhams, what in Ireland they call spikers. That's that yellow car, just 2 seats, open top. It was the car that Patrick McGoohan drove in the start of The Prisoner while he was still a secret agent, and that too has a bit of a cult following amongst Prisoner fans. Now, this paddling pool does have water in it, and I wasn't so certain because all is not how it seems in the village. Right, where are we going to head next? I think behind me, yeah, I think that might be the spot. Let's go up there. So it was from here that the speeches were made to the village in The Prisoner. The town council would convene, come out here and make their announcements to the village. I'm not so certain that one's used for accommodation above. It could be. My apartment's above the ice cream shop, for example. Now, maybe before I leave this morning, get a chance to have a look around here. $3.50 for a card, that's okay. Jewellery, yeah, all the usual bells and whistles you'd expect in a tourist shop. Right, I'm still going to try and head up to that viewing platform over there. I could walk around here for hours on end, I really could. And I was cold before, no longer. It's not because it's warmed up, just because I'm burning up some calories, which is really good as well. So step count should be good today. Plenty of maps around the place. Furthermore, when you arrive as a hotel guest or a day visitor, you do get given a map. Now, currently I'm here. I want to be up here somewhere. I don't know the best way to do it now. Plenty of warnings. Oh, we've got the lot going on. Oh yeah, steps, cliffs, tides, deep water, uneven surfaces, cobbles. Everything barring lightning strikes. So am I going to go this way? Or I think I might take a dodge through this way. And these are type things that are funny because obviously they'll be used today, but in the prisoner, all the people that lived in the village would basically spend their days. The idea was they were all retired government people, be it spies or people of high power, and yeah, they had a life of leisure. Okay, I want to go this way. Looking good. No gazebo. Viewing platform. Unfortunately, the trees are in the way. Still searching. Another nice resting place. How wacky is that? Yeah, a bench, basically a tree sawn in half with a pillow. Quirky. Ha ha! Take me to your leader. Got there. The bandstand, gazebo, whatever it is. Yes. And another stunning view of the village. Unfortunately, the direct sunlight means I have to stand here. But I just love that tranquility of just one little bird singing, no other noise. And ideally, this was where I would like to have my breakfast this morning. Albeit by the time I carry it up the hill, it could have got cold. So with my map in hand, safe to say I am on the Woodland walk. I think hopefully I can continue down to the lighthouse. And yeah, the village has its own lighthouse. The problem is nothing is what it seems in the village, and the lighthouse is actually, if I recall, it's fiberglass, stone and fiberglass. Anyway, it's not a functional lighthouse, it never was, but don't let that get in the way. Think I might have to take an alternative route to get to the lighthouse, but hey ho, I found a cannon. Not just any cannon, oh no, it's a cannon heading straight out into the trees. I just came around the corner, and I'm high up now and in the woods, and I spotted a buoyancy ring behind me, and I'm like, now this guy really was a bit crazy, but no, there is a pond here and some great wood carving stuff. Let me show you this. So we've got the mushroom, we have the teddy bear with the tortoise, actually probably a turtle given the fact we're next to a pond, and the alligator stroke crocodile. And there's more. We have a hand. Oh my goodness. I wonder how old that is. You can still see, albeit it's lost a finger, that's a hand. And here's the frog, or the toad. Nice. And there is the pond. And surely to goodness, what they're called, elephant ears. Those there, yeah, they're called elephant ears, I think they are. And look up there, behind there, can you see? There's another little observatory or an observation tower thing. Looks like it's overgrown. I'd love to get to that. So maybe there is a walkway because I can see a bit of a path over there. Right, that's next. Wasn't expecting that. Now, incidentally, Sir Clough Williams died in April 1978. He was 94, and it was his wishes The 20 years after his death, some of his ashes were placed in a miniature rocket that was launched in a New Year's Eve firework display over the estuary at Portmeirion. Yeah, I told you he was mad. Look at what I found. Not great viewing, but just not what you expect to find in a forest. Bad day when you can't see a sign for a lighthouse, isn't it? Dancing tree, that sounds interesting. Let's go for the dancing tree then. That's probably not the dancing tree, but an impressive tree all the same. Aha, it was the dancing tree. There's the proof. Well, this wasn't meant to be a video of walking around the woods, but I didn't realise how high up I'd come. I just kept walking, and yeah, there's yet more steps here. Look at this one. You know, it's 20 quid to get in, and they didn't start imposing that entry fee until after the Prisoner TV series first aired, and nobody knew where the village was. It wasn't until the final episode that it came up in the credits and said filmed in Portmeirion, and thereafter it went absolutely crazy. On that point they decided, hey, we don't want to be overcrowded, so let's charge an admission fee. That stayed in place ever since, as it does. Sign for the beach, happy bunny. That stayed in place ever since, and as far as I can tell, profits from this goes into restoring the place and keeping it in good order, which must be a lot of upkeep because it is huge. Not to mention the woodland, the forestry, but all those buildings, hotel rooms. Houston. What do you think? Yep, let's carry on going down. Oh guys, I've gone really off piste, really lost my bearings, and that beach down there, that's halfway to Holyhead. I kid you not, I've walked way too far. I've come around some cliffs and I can no longer even see Portmeirion, not to mention the lighthouse. The view is great, take a look at this, but unfortunately that down there on the edge is the lighthouse that I've been trying to get to. Now, a bit unlucky because this tide goes out so far that I could have continued the way I was going and walked up the beach on the sand. But unfortunately, it's the wrong time of day. Okay, so hopefully around this corner, look at that, all this way to come see a lighthouse, and it is all of 12 foot. Okay, we got to take a climb up that one, haven't we? Let's do it. And what is it made of? Metal. What did I say? Stone or fiberglass? And indeed we can go in. Let's do it. All right. Okay, so as not to burn out the batteries, I think we better put the camera away until I get back to the village. 2 hours now, and just check the step count, almost 5,000. I wouldn't have known it. The hills did me no favours, but I think when you enjoy looking and seeing and doing, you forget about your feet, don't you? Which kind of reminds me, I'm thinking of doing a challenge now. I'm carrying what they call a bit of extra lumber, and a couple of things I want to do this summer. Get the bike out. I'd like to go around Poulafuca Reservoir. Now that shouldn't be too difficult. It's only about 25 kilometres, but it's up and down hill, like serious up and down hill. So I might get the camera out and the bike, do a few weeks trying to get fit enough to do that, because the scenery is fantastic. Fullerfook Reservoir, incidentally, is in County Wicklow. And next one I'm thinking of is something like a 7-city challenge, and to try and do 200,000 steps in a week. So 7 cities, 200,000 steps. I should probably get a proper pedometer thing, wristwatch as they call it these days, because at the moment I'm just using my phone and I'm told that's far from accurate. Could I do that? While getting back to the timber, that should certainly burn some of it off, shouldn't it? Right, back to the village anyway. I'll ponder those thoughts. Which way? What a tree. Wow. What happened there? So just like that, I'm back in the village again. See the tower behind me? I think I might take a little explore. Hopefully one of these towers, I've tried a few now, I can get up. Looking good. Not good. Okay, I see the hotel in the distance. That is where breakfast will be served at 9:45 a.m. And as the sun is starting to come out, hopefully I can sit outside, look at the stone boat and have breakfast there. That quite clearly says there, private, but I just want to pop my head in here. Okay, it's getting worse. That's the ladies' loos. Could get in real trouble for this. But can you, no it's not, it just means that's the maid's room. Can you see the way the cliff edge makes up part of the building? Ain't going nowhere, is it? No way. So the tide is some way out. There's the telltale there, and there is the stone ship. Now, who would come up with the concept of building a stone ship? Permission to come aboard. Thank you. Of course it won't go anywhere, the tiller's not working. I think Portmeirion is a playground for older kids. That's what it is. The perfect playground for older kids. So I've just been into the breakfast area. I'm booked for 9:45. I cheekily walked in and said, any chance of a coffee? And here is one coffee. They're really polite, really nice. The breakfast looks incredible. Now, it did cost a fair bit. I wouldn't say too many folks could realistically afford to stay a week here with the family, and probably wouldn't want to. But for a weekend trip away or midweek when it's a bit quieter, yeah, I thoroughly recommend this one. And the coffee's bang on the money too. Perfect. I'm going to chill for a while. Okay, I've got to get back up to my apartment, so let's go this way. Oh was hoping to have a quick glance at the pool again, but it's not going to be open until 9 a.m. It's wonderful. Nooks and crannies. Please be open. Yeah, we're good. And once again, a great spot to chill out. Now, because I like steps so much, I'm going to walk down some more and back up some more. So this is what I was just looking at, which was a small little pond. Built by a guy who was a renowned architect. Made buildings all over the UK, Wales, Northern Ireland. Lots of Northern Ireland I spotted. But from a functional viewpoint, this was just all about the ability to chill out, sit there, read your book, enjoy the scenery. There we go. Looks familiar. And that seems to be the purpose. No comment on the shape of the tree, please. We'll keep it clean. I'm not a number. So, as promised, the tide has started to recede. And eventually that would all be sand. And it's not mud, it is sand. So it's really, really nice. But it's time for me to go home. I've checked out, I've weighed up my bill. I've had a great breakfast, I've had a wonderful morning. Portmeirion, thank you so much. I'll be back again next year. In fact, I'll probably be back in April. I want to come and have a taster of that prisoner convention. 6 of 1 is the name of the fan club. I can't wait to get home and check that out, and I am going to send off my subscription and join straight away. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I thoroughly recommend Portmeirion if you couldn't tell. Until next time, be lucky, take care of yourselves, and if you can't be lucky, try and be good. So I was asking this morning at about 8 a.m. How busy this place will get. So to tell you now, it's about 11:15, and you can see the difference from before. How is it I can never do one outro shot? I always have to do another and another. This is the final outro shot. Portmeirion, thank you so much. See you next year. Guys, once again, thank you for watching.